Hello again, Vinyl Community. This is my second video tonight. About a quarter to 10, and this move has got me in the mood to show off a few. So we're going to show off a few more. Here is Johnny Cash's Greatest Hits Volume 1. This is on the Columbia 2i label. Once I get the whole collection here, I may just do a full Johnny Cash video and show them all. Thinking about doing a Beatles one too and showing off the Beatles collection. Mine's not as big as a lot of yours out there, but I do like to show things off. Here's the Commodore's Greatest Hits on Motown. Wonderful Motown label. This one has a price tag on it of $3.99. Ben Colder's Golden Hits on Gusto, which is a subsidiary of Starday Records. Ben Colder is did parodies of other people's songs. Almost Persuaded #2, Easy Lovin' #2, Detroit City #2, yada yada. He was better known as Sheb Wooley, the guy that brought you Purple People Eater. And in the late 60s, he started this other person, Ben Colder, the guy that did the parodies. Here's a movie soundtrack to Cocktail. Fabulous Thunderbirds, Bobby McFerrin, Georgia Satellites. I believe this is Elektra label, of course, the original sleeve, which I think is cool. Here's the label. Again, I know it's kind of dark. I hope that you can see this okay. This is near mint, other than the fact that it has the cutout for bargain bin right there. There's one in the shrink. This is Earl Thomas Conley. I believe it's his greatest hits album. This is on RCA Victor. Dynaflex. Chipmunk Punk. Chipmunks doing songs like Frustrated and Refugee. You May Be Right. Here's a classic. Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. This is on Atlantic. Included hits like Only Women Bleed, Welcome to My Nightmare. Okay, it's Halloween, so this isn't actually a great album to play. Chicago. I wasn't a big Chicago fan until recently. I started to really pay attention more, I guess. Inner part of the gatefold. This, of course, I believe is on their custom labels. Yes, the Columbia custom label. Just as a kid and a teenager, I did not get into Chicago. It's just been here in the last couple of years that I really started paying attention a little more to them. This, of course, has the lyrics. Lyric sheet was inside. Compilation album Country Roads. Includes people like Gene Watson, Mel Tillis, Donald Fargo, Rex Allen Jr. This is on Sessions. There's a label I haven't shown. This is just a Warner special product. The Sessions was the releasing partners for that. Another one of those Ben Colder albums, Live and Loaded at the Sam Houston Coliseum. This is on MGM Records. the swirl MGM. Brown and blue. Here's another one without the sleeves, Mr. Ben Colder again. The Wacky World of Ben Colder, still on that same MGM label. I know still some of you are cringing because I keep these, but the thing is, I may not ever find another copy of something like that. I love novelty stuff, and it's just until I find another copy, that's what I've got to play, and I enjoy listening to the music. Country Cruisin' 1959. This is on Ruby Records. George Jones, Frankie Miller, Marvin Rainwater, Skeeter Davis. Here's what the label looks like. Very exciting. Patsy Cline, Stop the World. Long Island Sympathy Society. Again, it shows pictures on the back of how they make their records in the process. And the classic Phil Collins, No Jacket Required. A little bit of water damage here on the Atlantic label. Vinyl's in really good shape. Another one, Face Value from Phil Collins. This is another Chicago album. There's Chicago's Greatest Hits. Patsy Cline live at the Opry. This is an MCA release, so this is probably the 80s. Country Great Patsy Cline. This is MCA, so of course this is a repress. It's not an original pressing. Patsy Cline, The Heart That You Break. Cruisin', 1964. Jan Dean, J. Frank Wilson, Leslie Gore, Drifters. Billy Crash Product, Rub It In. Probably his biggest hit of all time. Definitely tell that's 70s just by that pictures. Crew Cuts, Rock and Roll Bash on Mercury Wing label. It's kind of like it's a compilation type thing. Shaboom, Earth Angel, Kokomo. It's on that blue Mercury Wing. Cruisin', 1956. Crew Cuts again. Little Richard, Jimmy Rogers, The Penguins, Baboon. Country Sunshine, as seen on TV by Adam LTD Records. Dolly Parton, Charlie Rich, Olivia Newton-John. I'll show you the label real quick since this is one we haven't seen. It's almost like a before K-Tel type thing. Or Ron Cole. The hits by Ron Cole. Ron Cole was actually before K-Tel, I believe. K-Tel just took over. Speaking of K-Tel, here is Country Sunshine. K-Tel compilation, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard. Good album. Ray Charles on ABC, his greatest hits. Hit the Road Jack, Georgia on My Mind, Unchained My Heart. ABC Paramount with the original inner sleeve. The ABC Paramount label. Monaural and Stereophonic. I believe this is a mono pressing. Yes, mono. This is found in a lot of people's collection. This is the 20 Years of Rock and Roll Dick Clark edition on Buddha. And I've got the booklet. It's not in this record. It's pulled out separately somewhere. This is on Buddha. This is probably a repress. I don't think this was the original Buddha. Probably a 70s repress. Well, of course, it was done in the 70s. Anyhow, I've got another copy of this somewhere. Another great album, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Willie and the Po' Boys. This is on the Fantasy label. I think this is a repress on this one. It's a little thin. Most of the other ones are thicker. This is the only thin Creedence album I have. The rest of them are the thicker 60s pressings. I just think that's a later press. Another great Creedence album, Cosmos Factory. A classic album. David Allan Coe, Once Upon a Rhyme. Of course, that one includes the Would You Lay With Me in a Field of Stone, and of course the great big hit, You Never Called Me By My Name. Here's another Billy Crash product, Greatest Hits Volume 1. This is a reprint on MCA. Includes hits like his version of Knock Three Times, Dream Lover, Don't Be Angry. Don't Be Angry, that's another song that I know the songwriter of. This is Stonewall Jackson's brother, Wade. I've done a couple shows with Wade. He's a great fella. Chubby Checker for Teen Twisters only. Adults twist at your own risk. This is on Parkway. Included the hit Peppermint Twist and The Fly and Slow Twisting. There's the Parkway label. Don't judge me. Here we go. Culture Club. Color by numbers. This is on Epic. This is of course, the original inner sleeve with the lyrics in case you want to sing comment from me on that. This is the Virgin Epic. There's something very wrong with Boy George on Virgin record label. Of course, he may have been a virgin. Scary. Everybody has guilty pleasures in their collection. Oh, another great classic album, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Deja Vu. This is on Atlantic. Another K-Tel compilation, County Line. Don Williams, Mel Tillis, Kenny Rogers, Oak Ridge Boys, Barbara Mandrell. Another Creedence Clearwater Revival. This is Mardi Gras. One of their last albums. Creedence's Green River. This is very psychedelic. Fortunately, it's got some ring wear, but again, I'm okay with that. Music is what I'm here for, the content. and the self-titled Creedence Clearwater Revival. Photographs and Memories, Jim Croce's Greatest Hits. Yep, a couple different pressings of this, different labels. Best of Ben Calder. His cartoon drawing pictures. Famous Carter Family in Harmony. This was kind of cool. This is a box set from Time Life, Country and Western Classics, The Women. This is in beautiful shape, really. And it's got a booklet to tell you about each and every one of these. This starts in the 20s. So some really early stuff. But this is a promo copy, white label promo on Time Life Records. I have no idea if it's worth anything or not. But the music itself is very cool. Lulu Bell, Mother Maybelle Carter, the Carters. Mother K-Tel Country Duos. Alice Cooper's $1 Million Babies. Three records set from the legendary Sam Cooke. Unfortunately, only two of the records are here. Camp Meeting Time, Volume 5. Kingsman, Spears, Eugene C. Riley, Chuck Wagon Gang, Oak Ridge Boys. Just a bunch of compilation of gospel music. Commander Cody, Hot Licks, Cold Steel, and Trucker's Favorites. Paramount record label. Comedy Caravan, Andy Griffith, Stan Freberg, Harry Carey. The Disney Children's Riddles and Game Songs. 1964. Actually, I have no idea what the title is on this one. This is just Columbia Specialty Products. David Houston, Tammy Wynette, Johnny Cash, Ray Price, Marty Robbins. '78. Jack 88 Collins on Variety Honky Tonk Records. 3 songs per side. There's 3 records to that. There's the other 2. Gotta get some more 10-inch jackets. Sleeves for them. Bill Cosby is a very funny fellow. Warner Brothers. Swiss Family Robinson. Walt Disney story, The Great Adventure, narrated by Kevin Cochran. This one has water damage, unfortunately. Bill Cosby, When I Was a Kid. This is on Uni. Bill Cosby, It's True, It's True. More of the best of Bill Cosby on Warner. Here's the best of Bill Cosby. He's might worth money someday if he goes to prison. Bill Cosby, to Russell, my brother, whom I slept with. No, actually, I like his comedy stuff. Revenge. Seems like the statute of limitations would be there for Bill on beans. It was almost 30 years. Country Sunday, hymns and favorites. This is a award in Columbia put together. Pat Boone, Patsy Cline, Ernest Tubb, Roy Acuff, Ray Price, Jimmy Davis. Country stars sing sacred songs on RCA Camden. Bobby Bare, the Browns, Don Gibson, George Hamilton IV. Country Star Time, another compilation. Johnny Paycheck, Charlie Rich, Conway Twitty, George Jones, Tammy Wynette. Country Rainbow on Era Records. Janie Fricke, Donna Williams, T.G. Shepherd, Mel McDaniel. In the shrink. Original price $4.96. These are kind of neat. Another one of those radio station things. Country News. May 20th, 1985 and May 27th, 1985. Different interviews. Country Music Spectacular. T. Texas Tyler. That's on the cheap Spinorama label. Label hasn't been shown yet, so I'll show it. Spinorama, high fidelity. Usually those records are not very good, but this was not bad. This is kind of a neat little box set. Country and Western Music Jamboree Reader's Digest out of Dyna Groove RCA. It's a 3-record set. All-time country hits, songs of the West, folk songs, folk music, and songs of inspiration. Reader's Digest RCA. The Cars, self-titled album with my favorite Cars song, My Best Friend's Girl. This is on the 80s Electro label. Shake Sam Cooke, The Change Is Gonna Come. It's actually Sam Cooke's greatest hits that's in here. Glenn Campbell, A New Place in the Sun. And that'll do it for this video as well. Thank you for watching. Like I said, it's just been one of those nights I'm getting things packed up to move and wanted to show off a few. So thanks again for watching.